So the other day, my friend asked me that, don't I get bored of only eating meat? And I answered that quite the opposite. The more meat I eat, the more eggs, liver, beef I eat, the better it tastes. And it's the only thing I really crave. I don't crave anything else than a fatty steak. And there are scientific reasons for this, which I think are very interesting. And everything also makes quite a lot of sense. And that's what I want to talk about today. So when you compare the carnivore diet to most other diets, there is a pretty big difference, and that is that in other diets you usually have quite a bit of variety. And you will hear people say that I don't want to eat the same thing time after time, and oh no, like yesterday I ate this, I don't want to eat the leftovers because it doesn't taste good. And there is a good reason, because in most other diets, they are absolutely loaded with plant foods, and you kind of start feeling sick of some sort of food. And the reason is that you are really ingesting toxins and anti-nutrients like oxalates, lectins, and phytates, because all plants have anti-nutrients and toxins in them. And when you really eat more of these, the more you eat of these, the more toxins and anti-nutrients will build up in your body. So really, your brain telling you that, oh, I don't want to eat this anymore, it's really your brain being very smart, very intelligent, and tasting that, toxins and anti-nutrients are being built up in your body, and we want something else. We don't want to accumulate too much of this type of toxin. So you should really listen to your body there, because your body is incredibly intelligent at tasting what's good for you, because we have millions of years of evolution behind us. And when your body and your brain functions like it should, it's very smart, it's very intelligent, and it's worth listening to. And this is also the reason, these toxins and anti-nutrients, why usually children often instinctively reject vegetables like broccoli, for example. No one likes broccoli when they're a child, and the reason is that children have a lot more taste buds, and they're a lot more sensitive to taste. And at least for me, I remember that, when I was a child, I used to throw up every time my parents gave me some vegetable soup. And for many years, my parents, my teachers, everyone around me told me that I'm just weak for not being able to really swallow this vegetable soup, because it tastes so bad. And over time, I started to, like it more and more. And a few years ago, I really liked vegetable soup. And that is quite interesting, right? But the thing is that you can really trick your brain, because if you're eating bunch of just vegetables and bunch of food that have lots of toxins in them, at some point your body will start adapting to it. Because if your brain thinks that, okay, there's nothing else to eat than vegetables, it's time to adapt. It's time to, if this is the best food we can get, then we need to adapt to this. And this is really what's happening. We are basically brainwashing ourselves to believe that broccoli, these vegetables, these are so good for us. And that is quite a big problem, that we really go against our biology, go against our instincts, and basically brainwash ourselves. But that is a great thing on the carnivore diet, because you break free from this conditioning, and over time you can really listen to your body and just feel what it craves. Do your body want more salt? Do your body wants more fat or protein? And you will start craving different things on depending on what nutrients your body wants. And because animal products and meat are the only foods that doesn't contain anti-nutrients and toxins, that is this reason why we don't get sick of it. That is the reason why you can day in day out keep on eating meat and it will taste just as good. And I have to say, the longer I've been on carnivore, the better meat and eggs tastes. It's unbelievable how good it tastes. And I know that for me, when I eat meat, I eat a fatty steak or something, it tastes so much better than for the average person. But because the average person really naturally and instinctively isn't really wired to like it, but it's our natural instinct to like meat. And I think that is the exact same with liver as well. Like for most people, if you give them some liver, they will not like the taste at all. It's this bitter taste. And over time, the more liver you eat, the more you will start liking the taste. And today, because before it was really disgusting for me, I have to be honest. But now, raw liver, I think raw liver tastes pretty good. So I think it's really your body feeling the nutrients from the liver, from the meat, and over time your body will start to sense that, all right, this is good for me. This is really giving me the nutrients I need. And overall, you're just so much more satisfied when eating meat as well. And when you feed your brain and body the nutrients it needs, it will be satisfied. It will crave more of it. And also on the carnivore diet, you can have some variety, definitely. If you're not very strict on a lion diet, you can definitely have some variety. You can cook eggs in probably 10 different ways, and there's a lot of different cuts you can eat. So variety on carnivore is really not a problem, but at least for me, I can just eat ground beef and eggs day in and day out. I really don't get bored of it. And another point here is also that you shouldn't expect your food to give you all of your stimulation. And I think a great thing with the carnivore diet is really that you get this boost of energy. Your brain starts working. You don't have this brain fog, and everything in your life becomes so much more positive and good. So when you really start feeling your best, there is no need for variety. Like, I would take this trade every single day to not get stimulation from my food and feel the way I feel. Like, when you feel like a human should feel every day, you will not think about, oh, I want some variety in my food. That is not a problem. And don't just take my word at face value. Try it for yourself. Try the carnivore diet for 30 days. Only eat meat, and you will notice that the only thing you will start craving is some fatty red meat. Alright, but that will be it for today. I thank you very much for watching, and if you like this sort of content, you find it valuable, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. This way we can get this message across to more people. And if you want to keep on learning, I would watch this video next. Otherwise, eat meat, take care, and have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.